Hey guys, what's going on? We're back with another Master Duels video. Today we'll be showcasing you a Suship, the Suship engine as it is right now. Tomorrow we'll be getting the new expansion pack or the new selection pack, which gives us hopefully more of the support. I saw the animation for the Uni class Dreadnought and that looks very cool, and I can't wait for it. But here are a few decks that you can play before the rest of the Suships. You can put the Suship engine is a small engine right now. Is a 6 monster card and 2 extra deck monster cards and a few spells and traps, and that's it. And you can put it into multiple engines. You can put it in a rank 4 engine. You can put it in with the invoked engine with some other random cards. I'll be showing you guys 2 decks today. I'll be showing you guys Invoked Suships and Thief Suships. There are of course other combinations, but I feel like these have the best synergy with the deck in my practice games. For gameplay wise, I'll be only showing you guys the Thief Suship because I haven't made the Invoked Suships in on this account because it requires magic key cards. But I have a side account that I've been playing on, which has been really awesome. So anyway, without further ado, this is the Suship engine. You have 3 Sharis, which is the normal monster, 3 Ikuras, which allows you to special summon it if you have Shari, 2 Gunken Suship C-size ports. This allows you to place a Gunken on top of the deck and you can draw into it, which is really nice. It gives you another effect which burns your opponents for the defense of the Gunken monster that dies, which isn't a lot though, but it can matter. Like these guys only have like 300 attack. And then the last thing is you can special summon 1 Shari from hands, then special summon a Exceed monster from expert by using it as a thingy. I have not seen this card being any useful, but we've just been testing it out recently, and it's been okay. It's been okay. I usually win before this card comes in action, and I'm running 1 Suship daily special, which allows you to cycle back from your graveyard your Gunken stuff, your Suships, and yeah, and Oh, and lastly, in the extra deck we're running 2 Ikura class. These has a really cool effect where you can actually summon this with any 2 level 4 monsters. However, if you summon it with the Shari and the Gunken Ikura, you get to draw 1 card, and you also get a double attack during the battle phase. And this guy's effect is really good in terms of if you inflict battle damage, you can target a card and destroy it. But this is once per turn. Yeah, this deck is with Suships, with Time Thieves, is very synergistic because of Bezel ship. Because this, unlike other Xyz monsters, you don't need to detach anything from this card to work. And what this card abuses is the fact that you can detach 1 material from any Xyz monster you control and special summon on the field and keep on extending with it. That is the big synergy about the deck. And the engine the rest of the cards are just, you know, a few hand traps. I'm running Gamma, Maxi. I have 3 Ash Blossoms, but don't really know where to place it in. But if you can place it in, place them in. Kage to Kage, 3 Hat Trickers. This just allows you to extend. This also allows you to extend. Time Thief Winder, 3 Time Thief Winders. Time Thief Regulator. This is your typical normal summon. It's the best normal summon for your Time Thief stuff. Time Thief Adjuster. This is also 1 Kaiju, 2 Parallel Exceeds. I had played with 3 and it is more consistent, but sometimes you just draw into 2 and it's just horrible. 1 Nibiru. This really saves you in best of 1 formats. 3 Unspected Dice because you're running normal monsters. 2 Cool By the Graves, Time Thief Startups at 2, and 1 Retrograde. And in rank 4 decks, the power of the rank 4 decks is that exceeds the extra deck basically, and what kind of utility I put in. So in the extra deck I put in Draco Future. This is what you need to get into Draco Future. This gives you a Monster Negate and a Yoink, which is really good. Excitor Knight, which is a board clear, which is great. I'm running the one just straight into what's it called, Zeus. This, you can summon this, attack with it, summon Chakanai, and then attack with the Borbo, and then get Zeus on main phase 2. 2 Time Thief Redoers, Dugaris, Perpetua, and Ikura class. And then like Link Spider, Bajingi allows you to extend Link monsters and also gives you more back row removal, and Underworld Goddess because this deck kinda needs it. This deck does not. I feel like this deck does not work very well with Link Spider, so I'm just gonna replace it with Access Code. I've been playing around with it a lot, and I think Access Code feels a lot better. So I'll just add that in quickly. But yeah, that's the deck for the Time Thief Suships. It's pretty good. It can win in your first turn. You kind of want to just have a Copium Time Thief Redoer and hope for the best, or if you can, a Utopic Draco Future is probably your best board. Going second, you just kind of have to answer their board. Going second, a Blind Zeus is pretty decent. A Bajingi into this guy, Utopic Draco Future is good. Excitonite is also very, very good. Yeah, all of these stuff is really good. It allows you just to destroy their board. This guy can destroy their board twice, which is good. And yeah, it's this guy is pretty decent. Dagaris is really good going second. You can OTK some fools, and yeah, that's the deck. And here is the Invoked Suship. It's got the Magic Key engine in. The Magic Key engine allows you to have more consistency with unexpected die, and it's got some pretty good synergy with the fusion monster, extra deck monsters, which you need a normal monster plus the Magic Key monster to summon, and they have some decent effects. Like for example, this one, you can if you have a attribute of the same type in your graveyard, you can change it to a defense mode and lose 1000 defense, and it banishes if it dies. This one is like a Rigeki if you have the attribute, and you also draw a card every time you attack, which is good. So what you want to run is you want to run the Magic Key Sky Blaster, 3 Sharis, the Gamma package, 3 Ash Blossoms if you want. The hand traps are optional. Depends what you need in the game on what you have currently. 3 Alistairs, 3 Ikuras, 2 Magic Key Mech Muskets, which is decent. It's pretty strong, and it helps you extend into some of your other monsters. Rakeki, Feather Duster, Reinforcement, as this is a warrior type. Unexpected Die gives you Shari or this, depending on the situation. Invocation, Lightning Storm. This is the fusion or ritual spell of the archetype. Magical Meltdown, Magic Key World, some Forbidden Droplets, and Magic Key Unlocking, which allows you to change the attribute of your opponent's side, which is very handy to wipe out their board. So what you want to do going first is, on this deck, is you want to summon Mekuba. This can sometimes win you the game straight up. On going second, you can do anything because this is more of a going second deck. It's got loads of going second cards with the Lightning Storm, Rigekis, Feather Dusters. So the Invoked engine is for going first, and the other stuff is to go second. And you want to just try to kill your opponent with the power of, your Gunkin Suships, double attack with a pop. With the inclusion of a pop, you can wipe that board with Magic Key Dragon, and yeah, just control the board on turn 2 if you don't have OTK. But yeah, overall, very cool deck. Anyway, let's jump into gameplay. Hopefully, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Also, remember to check out my Discord and Twitch, where I stream every Friday at twitch.tv/ppm15 every Friday, starting at 7 PM BST, British Standard Time. But see you guys on the gameplay. So for the first replay, we got a matchup against Amazement, which is like a budget Eldritch deck. This time I did the combo wrong because I could have went for Time Thief Regulator, tributed it, and used its effect to summon thingy, but I accidentally went and clicked onto the Time Thief Adjuster, which special summons itself onto the field if it's in your hand. This time I'm gonna go for the Bajingi combo, which allows me to get a Bajingi plus Dreadnought. Usually if I played it correctly, I could have went into a better opening. I could have went into a Bajingi into Draco Future, which is what you want to have on the turn 1, because this allows you to have a monster negate plus a yoink and a back row destruction with the Bajingi. But I played it wrong, so I only got the Ikura Dreadnought class, which means I get a free draw, which is not that great, but it's okay. Cool imperm effect. Now we're in like a really bad position here, but luckily he just didn't attack. He just summoned his big guy and just didn't want to attack, which was pretty weird. But I guess because of the Suship, the shipyard, if you destroy this card, I'll just be able to pay 300 life points, and I'll be able to special summon a Shari. Now I feel like he's activating these Amazement attractions a little bit too early, which basically lowers these guys' attack by 500 per Amazement, so it lowers a bit by 1000. But I feel like he's just doing it a little bit too early. This combo, this Suship combo, allows me to guarantee excavate a Shari, because I can go for Chainlink 1 Gunkin Suship, and then I can Chainlink 2 Suship Yard, which allows me to put a Shari on top and then excavate the Shari out, which allows me to go into Exceed Summon. This time you could go for a... He does some stuff and gets another Amazement Administrator. What I would go for here is I just go for a straight Zeus, because he's only got one card left in hand. He's almost out of resources, everything's on the field, so if I just wipe the field, I'll probably win the game. But in this case, I could have also went for the Draco Future here, but it would be quite a slower game, I think, if I went for that play, because I have to kill these administrators one by one, and these guys have effects which will allow him to banish his attraction cards to destroy cards, which I could negate, but I just wanted to play a little bit quicker because he's only got one card in resource. So in this deck, the main thing about what you want to do is to choose which toolbox you want to use. In this case, I chose Zeus because it's a little bit faster. Look, he's got literally nothing on board and hand, and I can start hitting him in the face with Zeus. Unfortunately, I didn't get any good draws here. I just got answers for potential things that he could have on board, but you know, it's fine. I'm just hitting him for 3k every turn, and this game should be over very soon. But yeah, overall, you have two boss monsters, Zeus or Utopic Draco Future. Just choose it per game and per deck. Sometimes you don't know what you want, what you want to have. For turn 1, generally you want to have Draco Future, because this gives you an Omni Negate. Not Omni Negate, but can't be destructed by anything, and a Monster Negate and a Yoink, which is very strong. Time Fever Duel is also pretty decent turn 1. And yeah, overall, I think this closes it out for the first game when I draw something good. I like Time Thief Winder. Time Thief Winder allows me to add Adjuster. This will allow me to exceed summons for the next turn. But unfortunately, he sets down a Ash Blossom, which somehow my Winder isn't big enough. Jeez. Another good first turn Exceed monster you could summon is Time Thief Redoer and Perpetua, or just 2 Time Thief Redoers, and hope for the best. This is really annoying. He's just killing off my cards. He's not allowing me to exceed summons, but it's fine. I will get it eventually. Somehow this is a Book of Moon effect, but it doesn't actually go to face down defense position, which is really weird, I find, actually. Change the equipped monster to face down defense position, but it didn't go to face down defense, which was really weird to me. I feel like that card is broken or something. But we'll find out. We'll never know. We'll never know, because this matchup is not very common. And I think it's a very good deck, actually. I think it can actually climb very high. It's a very good control deck. But yeah, this is the end. I'm just yoinking cards and have a Time Thief Redoer. This is kind of risky to draw here, but I kind of wanted to draw to see if I can get into like a negate for any of his back rows, but he didn't have anything, and we won the game from there. The next replay we got is against a Synchro deck, I think. This time we did it right. We went for the Time Thief Regulator, which brings out these two cards, and the effects are not negated. It's kind of like Rescue Rabbit or Rescue Cat. This allows me to send Bezel Ship, which allows me to extend and also just get another adjuster for next turn perhaps. And I go for Time Thief Redoer, which is a decent start because I couldn't go for anything else. Because there's a little bit of a number where with Unexpected Die and Regulator, because if you Unexpected Die, you get this out, but that's about it. And if you have Regulator out, you only get one thing. So it's a small thing. Another thing I could have done this turn was probably go into Bajingi and go into Draco Future actually, because if I went to Bajingi here, Bajingi, I would get Time Thief Redoer and then an Ikra class Dreadnought, and then I can link exceed those two together to get the Draco Future. I was just wondering why I went to Nibiru here, but Nibiru is pretty good in this deck because Time Thief Redoer saves himself, which is very, very good. And I stop his combo from going any further. So I nib him. But then the next big problem is this token is so big. How do I even deal with this massive token? It's actually too big. He Pot of Avarices to get back all his cards and draws 2. But he fortunately didn't get anything. This was probably the worst Time Thief Redoer placement. I yoink a card, it's a monster card, so it's a save. I summon Shari, which allows me to special summon Gunkin Suship, and I execute, just hoping for, another Suship. But I didn't get it, which is fine. And this time I go for the Bajingi. This is for me to test out if it works again, because I can't remember. But yeah, Time Thief Redoer, the Bajingi doesn't work with Time Thief Redoer for some weird reason. Even if it's not a monster, if it's not a monster effect, like I can use a trap on it and it still doesn't pop this back row for some weird reason. But yeah, I'm going in for face now. This isn't enough for lethal, unfortunately. Oh wait, it is enough for lethal. I can't maths, but yeah, that's the power of this deck, and running good hand traps and consistency spells. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Suship and enjoyed this video. Hopefully, yeah, I can't wait to play the new Suships that is coming out very, very soon as well. Anyway guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.